Hello again, welcome back to All Crone Up. It's Frances and I'm in the park and I'm walking and it's the first time I've done this since my operation, so very happy about it. So today I wanted to talk about the in-between moments. Now what does that mean, Frances? Well, if you think about the way that the world is, we rush to one place and then with the focus is on getting to that point. And then I'm going to just stand here actually because the sun may be doing some stuff with the camera, I don't know. I'm going to turn around. Ah, that's better. So I'm going to go behind this tree, I think. Don't know what to do. So if you think about being in the moment, then when you're traveling to a place, for example, you don't always think, okay, I've got to go shopping, I'm going to get this stuff, and then when you've done that you think, right, I'm going to get home and then I'm going to get this thing done and I'm going to get this thing done. But actually, what about thinking, okay, I'm right here right now, I'm on the journey, and then think about what's happening during that journey as well. So it makes you think about and be much more present in the moment. But there's the other side of it. I'm just going to try and perch this somewhere this tree. But also there's the other kind of side of it. Now this is interesting because behind me you can see this bush, and then there's a tree and the branches. So what we do is we look at the branches, don't we? And we look at the bush. But what about looking at the gaps in between? Look at these amazing spaces. And actually, what does that do? That gives you a moment to just look not at something, but around the thing. And in life, what does that mean? Well, it means that we're looking from a different perspective. We're not always looking at the same thing in the same way. So if you're looking at the gaps, it shows you that there are moments of peace in life, in the same way as you can hear my voice and you can hear my words, but you can also listen to the spaces and be aware of the spaces between my words. And in those spaces, instead of going, oh, hurry up, Frances. That's why I don't edit this. A lot of people edit and the words just come one after the other, but actually it's the spaces that gives you the time to take in things, but also it gives you that sense of like quiet and peace and calm, and just clarity can come from that. It's so hard to get clarity when you're rushing and doing all of the things all of the time. And during my convalescence, I think we'll call it, since my operation, I've had so much time to do nothing. I haven't been able to do stuff at the beginning, and now I can do a bit more, but I'm still having a lot of time where I can just be really quiet and inside myself. And it's been so nourishing. And it gives you that sense of perspective and that just a different way of looking. So in the same way as when you go to a place, or when you're planning something, don't just plan the destination, but plan the journey. You know, I always think when I set off in my car to go to the beach, I always think, right, my holiday starts now, as soon as I get in the car, because that's the beginning of my holiday. And so the journey part, I do good things in the journey in order to make it part of the fun experience of the holiday. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it's a really important part of life, is to alter the way that we think in order to progress and to grow. Because if we always do what there's a saying, I can't remember it, I'll try and put it down here, but if you always do the same things as you've always done, you'll always get the same results. I can't remember who said it. It was somebody very clever, because it's true. You know, try and look at things a slightly different way and think about things in a slightly different way. So there we go. Look at the in-between, think about the in-between moments. Look in between the things. So instead of looking at my face, you can look all around. That's another reason I'm come outside, is so that you can see what's going on around. You know, you can be outside with me rather than wherever you are. Maybe you're already outside and in a lovely place, in which case, yay! But if you're kind of inside and you can't get out or something like that, at least here's the beautiful, what a gorgeous day. It's chilly though, but gorgeous blue sky. So that's all for now, I think. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed today and it's made you maybe think about things in a slightly different way. That's always what I like to help with. So please comment below and say what kind of things you see in the background here. Maybe say if this has been at all helpful, and if it has, please share it with somebody else who might find it helpful as well. Okay, that's all for me for now then. Lots and lots of love. Bye.